Hey guys, Lunchbox here from the Generation Gap podcast. And before we start the show, I want to go ahead and let you guys know that you can follow us on Twitter at PicklestickPod, shoot us an email at picklestickproductions@gmail.com, visit our webzone, picklestick.com, and you can also find us on Stitcher and iTunes. Hello and welcome to the Generation Gap podcast. I'm Lunchbox.
I'm Gleek.
A couple of days ago, I want to say... Wednesday, I got a message from one of my friends, and all it was a YouTube link.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, cool. And
which can be good or bad, depending.
Good, bad, ugly, indifferent, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But I went and followed this YouTube link while I was getting an order ready and shit, and Aesop Rock 2016, and I was like, oh, hey! Name of the single is Rings, and sit there and watch the way through, which the music video was fucking crazy.
Well, that single you played me was pretty fucking good.
Oh, it's great, dude. I absolutely love the song. I probably listened to it 15 times, once I got home that day. I know I listened to it another 6 last night, and I was like one right after the other, and I was like, hey, let's play it again. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, like any good song, you'll just break that shit off right in the ground, you know?
God, it was the, something from the single Protect Your Neck from the Wu-Tang Clan's first album. The DJ, I think it was Hot 97 in New York City. He had so many call-in requests to play that fucking song when Wu-Tang Clan first came out. And that's what it felt like. It's like, oh yeah, you guys want to hear Rings again? Let's hear Rings again. Let's do it. But the music video, the guy that directed it, I think, did a couple of Hail Mary Mallon's music videos. And it starts off with Aesop Rock. He sees a picture of himself, a missing persons thing. And I'll go and I'll explain a little bit of that, why that's significant here in a minute. But then he gets hit by a car. And, the blood splatter crowd around, and that's when the beat starts as soon as his body hits the ground. And then it shows him in a morgue, and they have the special effects done to where his face is cut down the center, and then they pull it open, and instead of it being gore, it's all of these drawers and shelves. And the guy that's doing the autopsy is pulling them open. He's pulling open certain things and taking things out. And it shows a little almost matchstick version of him drawing and painting inside of his head. And it's got the kind of scale snake dragon going through some of the drawers, busting through the front of them and shit. All really intricate little stop motion stuff that is just amazing to watch. It goes through that, and then it shows him being sewn back up. And then he wakes up. In the morgue, fucking stitches down the middle of his face and shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And he just
fucking nightmare fuel, man.
Well, then he just gets dressed, and it looks like he goes to one of his buddy's tattoo parlors, and he's sitting there, and it's still going back and forth in between the stop motion shit and the actual real life stuff. And then he leans his head back and sneezes, and all of the stuff that's in his head splits open and just spills out on the floor. Yeah, and watching that, that end just threw me for a fucking loop. And
so he just spilled his spaghetti everywhere.
Just raviolis, everything, man. But the reason why, it's significant that it was a missing persons thing, and I didn't know this, because Aesop Rock ever since his last album came back in 2012. He'd been working on solo projects with, or not solo projects, but stuff with Kim Ya Dawson, The Uncluded. Yeah. Of course, Hail Mary Mallon, and doing some stuff with Homeboy Sandman. And he had a buddy of his, when he was living out in San Francisco, pass away. And he kind of had a little bit of a mental, just I need to get away. Yeah. So he lived out in a barn in the woods.
Understandable.
And when he first started working on this album, and apparently he did almost everything on it himself. it is like he's gotten to such a point within his own career where it's just like, no, I want complete creative control over that.
Yeah.
No, I want complete control over that too. Can you guys do me a little bit of samples, and then I want complete creative control over that?
I don't blame
and
him.
Just scooping everything together.
And if you have the ability and the talent,
oh yeah,
why not? Especially if you have the time.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, there was Korn actually their first album. Take a Look in the Mirror.
Korn.
Yeah, Korn. But
the only fucking concert I ever walked off from.
But they didn't get to produce like their first album themselves until like their fourth or fifth one in, and there's a definite like style change in between what had just came before that and that one and then thereafter. It was like it gave them some sort of like real creative freedom.
Yeah,
and having listened to the song Rings over and over and over again, it's got me like fiending for more. And like Czarface, the new Czarface came out, and I've just been eating that shit up. I'm like, yeah, dude, this is so fucking good. Like Nightcrawler, if you get a chance, like go and listen to that. The beat, everything is fucking on point. But as soon as I heard that new Aesop Rock, I was just like, I don't want to listen to Nightcrawler anymore.
What the hell, man?
It's like so much head and shoulders.
Yeah,
better above. It's a shorter song. The beat's not as catchy, but it's like all of this substance just like whittled down into like a tiny little like ball and be like, here you go.
Yeah.
It's like having a Big Mac and a pill.
What can I say, man?
And I already pre-ordered it.
Yeah. You were like, what'd you say, like number 44?
I was the 44th person to get the what'd you say? It's a CD. It's like a signed, like insert in the album, and then a T-shirt that's got the album logo on it. And it's on Fifth Element's website, and I was there so early, ready to pre-order it, that they hadn't had the link established in between the add to cart button and the actual cart. I was sitting there fiending for it. It was like 15 to 30 minutes after that music video was posted that I watched.
It's the modern equivalent of like when I was in high school, kids were going, like whenever the Use Your Illusion shit come out for Guns N' Roses. I remember kids went and they like lined up for like 2.5 fucking hours waiting for 12 o'clock. Yeah, just so they could get the record on, the day it opened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember big shit back when I was a kid. Bunch of people went and got that fucking record.
The only thing now that's really bad about that shit happening is like I'll have the album like a day or two after it comes out because shipping wise, but shipping itself on it I think was an extra $5 on top of that, which is it's an indie company, dude. I understand.
Well, that's not bad. I mean, this day and age, man. I mean, for real, you're going to pay $6 damn near to ship anything. Hell, just basic shipping, anything that's like a pound and under, automatically consider you're going to spend $3.50.
And they don't have the juggernaut that is Amazon, backing them.
Yeah. With their $100 Prime bullshit.
Yeah. Which they gave me another like month free sample, and I was like, oh, so I get discounts for a month, and I then get to consider buying more silly hats.
Yeah.
But I was going through, and I always look at like just all of the shipping things out of curiosity, and they had one that is a early morning, same day delivery. Yeah, UPS. It is $98.
Yeah, what do they put that on a fucking rocket and fire it across the country?
Like I was looking at that and I was like, even if I had won, if I had won that $1 billion lottery, I'd be like, bring Sir Rockington here himself to deliver me that album.
Exactly.
But just I can't wait. Like, I can't fucking wait. I am old dirty bastard. I can't wait. It's, I have until April 29th to, wait for new music videos to come out and shit. And just, consume it as soon as it all comes out. And I have no idea how on earth that you would have the balls just to be like, I want to pay $98 for shipping on something that's like, however big a CD case and a T-shirt is.
Yeah, how fucking self-important do you have to be that you're willing to throw, $100, let's say, you throw $100 bill at something and just say, make it happen.
Well, in total, I think it would be like, because that package itself was like $32.
Mm-hmm.
So $32 on another $98 automatically makes it $130.
Yeah.
So you're given $130 for a T-shirt and a CD just because you can't wait a day or two.
Well, in this day and age, I'm not surprised. I'm not.
Like it makes me even wonder why.
I mean, I've seen $45 T-shirts selling at concerts. $45 fucking dollars, man.
I had that explained to me why it's so expensive for concert T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Because the bands that are playing, they make more money off merchandise sales at concerts than they do the entire time their album is like released.
Yeah.
Because the music industry, unless you're an independent, you don't make shit from album sales.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like their bread and butter, which I can understand. Like, you put asses in seats.
Yeah, it's fucking movie popcorn for them.
Yeah. So, like, I can understand, like, an artist wanting to make as much money as they possibly can because they're...
$45 fucking dollars for a T-shirt?
Dude,
I better get a fucking handy with that fucking T-shirt for $45.
If it was like... Say you had gone to a Guns N' Roses concert in... Let's see here... 89.
Yeah.
And say it was the Pontiac Silverdome.
Just throwing fucking shit out there.
And, like, there was a limited edition, that show only T-shirt at the Pontiac Silverdome for Guns N' Roses.
At that age,
yeah.
I'd have stole it.
But you see my point, though.
I'd have swiped it.
Yeah.
But I ain't paying no $45 for that fucking shirt. Yeah. Yeah, I hate to say it, a young 17-year-old me would have figured out a scam.
See, I would just been like, I'm a pussy, take my money. Like that's what I've been like the entire time. I think I've been...
17-year-old me would have looked at that and said, you know how much weed I can buy for that $45?
Dude. But I've always been, especially here recently, of the mindset of, shut up and take my money! Shut up, take it!
Yeah. Well, if you've got it and you can actually afford it and it's not a big deal, I'm sure, somebody's sitting on a whole goddamn mattress full of fucking cash. And, they're of the mindset of, it's just fucking paper, I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay, what the hell? I could see a guy maybe doing that.
But it's it plays in the whole, like, for me, plastic crap thing.
Yeah, it is.
Because
I think it's more important, though, as for the individual, it's better to have, I don't know, have some fucking patience.
Yeah.
And appreciate it for what it is. There's none of this instant gratification, instant mashed potatoes bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know as soon as it comes out, which is the 29th, I know the 30th, and if April has the 31st, I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Those 2 days, like, as soon as I got off work, it's pretty much kind of like, I have to go home really, really fast.
Yeah.
And just like, is it here? Is it Christmas morning yet?
The first thing you're going to be doing is ripping all the songs off to MP3 and...
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That and like looking at all the little album art inserts and shit, because they put some pretty cool stuff in there. Because I have an unopened copy of Skeleton.
Yeah. Because
I have the digital release of it, which has the digital art book and everything. It has some really cool art in it. I've never seen it in that actual physical book, but it has some pretty cool shit on it.
Well, the thing that always bugged me about CDs is the size. I used to love albums because, they were fucking bigger. You could actually make the pictures out.
Mm-hmm.
And it always bugged me, how everything was reduced on a CD. I mean, for a good instance, I used to have, you're talking about Guns N' Roses.
The Appetite for Destruction.
Yeah, I used to have a sealed fucking copy of Appetite for Destruction. And I should never have fucking sold it, but I needed the money.
Yeah.
But there's a picture inside of it. You remember the rape scene?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that painting. I always wanted to see a bigger version of it. Do you know how close I came to opening that goddamn record just so I could see that fucking picture? It killed me, dude.
Oh, Lord.
There's another one. If I had money, if I was a rich person, that would be in my personal little art gallery. That fucking painting.
I know I am probably, like, as soon as, like, I'm able to find a way to get the songs digitally,
Mm-hmm.
like, I'll probably do that, like, as soon as the album comes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you own the album, you could go, go to SoulSeek or something and just download the shit.
Yeah. But I unless, like, the album is already physically open, like the Ninja Sex Party that I have signed opened is, I'm going to find the way to have it framed and just, like, put it in the shadow box, put it in my office. Just be like, I don't need to open that. Just...
It's going to be hanging up there with my fucking copy of Rocky Horror.
Just, like, every little thing's like, just put that there and just don't bother it. Oh, it's the neighbor's dog going fucking bananas.
I wondered what that was.
Yeah. Oh, God. I forgot to tell you this goddamn story.
Okay.
All right. The neighbors on this side of me, this was like during the... I really hate that motherfucker. Anyway, this was like during the middle of January when we got like that first... Well, middle end, like when we got that first like really bad cold snap.
Mm-hmm. Where it dropped down to like fucking 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, is that when my bike froze up here in your fucking driveway?
Yeah, the very next morning, dude, I heard, and I didn't know anything of what had happened over here, which is nothing serious.
Mm-hmm.
They went away for like a week or something.
Okay.
And they couldn't take their dog with them, like their husky. And so like they got him a doghouse and they put him on a lead.
Uh-huh.
Well, I wake up the next day at 5:30 in the fucking morning to hearing a dog whine and bark. Mm-hmm. And it's coming from over here.
Uh-huh.
Like, nowhere near where this dog should have been tied up.
Yeah.
And everyone knows the type of noises. If you haven't been around a husky, they talk a lot.
Yeah, I've been around them.
And I ended up from my bed yelling out, "Shut the fuck up!" Which didn't help.
No.
But eventually, I did get back to sleep to then turn around and wake up probably a good hour and a half later.
Yeah.
Still hearing this fucking noise. Well, I don't fucking pay any mind to it. I got shit I gotta do.
Yeah.
So, I get outside and I see the dog had wrapped itself up, lead and all, around the line keeping the power pole.
Out here in front of your place.
Out here in the front of my house.
What, did he like pull his doghouse around?
Or? No, he pulled his like the screw-in lead to the ground up.
Gotcha.
So they obviously didn't screw it all the way the fuck into the ground.
Yeah.
Or didn't do something to it. And I'm looking at this poor dog and I'm like, oh fuck. And I walk over here and I don't notice like a car or nothing, and like I knock on doors for a living. Yeah. And if it's someone I needed to get to the door, one of the guys that I trained with was a fucking cop.
Yeah, you can beat the door down like a cop.
So I know how to do a cop knock. Yeah. And I know the exact place on the door where it rings through the house. If I need to get someone's attention to come to the fucking door, I know how to do it.
Yeah.
So I do that right away. Just bang, 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 bang.
Nothing.
Not a goddamn thing. Like this would have woken the dead, right? And I was like, motherfucker. So I go around and I look and I was like, not a fucking single car there. Like, well, huh. And I'm running late for work. Like, I pretty much scratched this dog in the head, and as much as it broke my heart and as much as I just wanted to kick the shit out of it for waking me up early, I texted my dad and I was like, there's a dog tangled up in front of my house. I don't know what the fuck to do.
I don't have time.
I don't have time to deal with this.
Yeah.
And he eventually got around to it. And, like, the people that were supposed to come over, which, why the fuck wouldn't you have dropped the dog off if you knew that people were going to be coming and taking it anyway?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Instead of just leaving this poor dog out in the middle of the fucking cold.
Yeah.
To get wrapped around my shit and wake me up and causing it to be my problem.
Yeah, which it is not.
No, it is not.
Because if it was up to you, the goddamn dog wouldn't be anywhere near you.
No, I would have shot it. Like, I would just like, well, yeah.
You're fucked, dog. I'm sorry.
I'm like, this just has boom, and this is not my problem anymore.
Well, yeah, then it does, because, like, fuck, now I gotta go bury the son of a bitch.
No, I just would have left it there and be like, yeah, fuck it.
Drag it over to their yard, throw it on the porch.
Put it in between the glass storm door and the regular door, just like in between the other two, just sandwiched it.
So little Timmy comes home, opens the door,
and just this stiff, flat dog just
flops out.
over. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Oh, dude, it's terrible. I hope that everyone that listens to this episode knows that I'm completely joking.
Yeah.
Like this is a pop culture comedy podcast. Please know that I will not shoot a poor defenseless dog that's wrapped up against something in the face and then prop him up in between two doors so he flops over like Weekend and Birdie style at the
Now, if that sumbitch tries to bite me,
oh yeah, I want to shoot in the face.
I'm going to shoot it in the face, and it's getting thrown directly onto their porch.
Yeah, it would have been like there used to. I don't think that dog's there anymore. Like the neighbor on the opposite side of me had a little bit of a problem with their fucking dog.
Yeah. So what happened to this poor animal? I mean, he took him back over here. Did the people actually come and take care of the fucking dog? Or?
Well, the people that came to picked it up. Like when my dad, like my dad was dealing with it while they came up to take the dog.
Okay.
So it was kind of like a really good timing sort of thing.
Gotcha. I thought maybe they were just going to come feed it or some bullshit.
No, they actually fucking took it, which I'm glad. Like, I wouldn't have wanted to wake up the next morning at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning hearing bark, 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 bark.
Well, it's bad enough you got a gump ape who lives out in the shed and under the house.
God.
And all these cats. You got cats everywhere.
Dude. I was playing some video games. I was playing Mad Max yesterday morning. A little bit headachy, a little bit of hangover. Mm-hmm. Nothing like too serious like it was this morning. And I heard this cat probably for the 80th time this week. Just kidding. Her brain's fucked out.
That gump ape's lonely.
What are you doing with that squirrel? Yeah.
Nothing he didn't ask for. They're like a squirrel. You asked for every inch of it.
Dude, it's so fucking... Like, I don't own any animals.
Yeah, for a reason.
Yeah. Because I just don't want the responsibility.
Yeah.
And I don't want to deal with it.
Well, I don't mind animals. I want them outside.
Yeah.
I want the ability to be able to, if I got a fucking cat or something, that I don't feel bad about picking him up and be like, sorry, cat. Toss his ass out on the porch and sit your ass there all night.
My thing is after you get an animal, unless you get something that's either bald or quote unquote hypoallergenic, which just means they don't fucking shed. Yeah. You can still be allergic to a dog that doesn't shed.
Yeah, yeah.
The hair.
Yeah.
The endless amount of hair everywhere.
Yeah.
like
right now I can look at this fucking sweater I'm wearing and I know which cat some of this hair come off of.
Yeah.
I got this is a white one here and that's the old black cat we got. And
yeah. And my grandmother, she owns a Great Pyrenees. Mm-hmm. I used to own a Great Pyrenees. Great Pyrenees, if you don't know what they are giant white dogs that range anywhere between 75 and 130 pounds.
Yeah.
They are the sweetest dogs ever.
Mm-hmm.
but they have what I think should be called big dog complex,
Yeah.
where they think they're a lap dog and will then lay across your lap.
Yeah.
Great Pyrenees shed like if you were to duct tape two golden retrievers together.
They're just hair. Everywhere they go, they're just hairs.
All right.
They're like Pigpen. You remember the image of Pigpen with a dirt cloud around him? They just have a cloud of hair.
Just white, just the prettiest white fur, just all around.
Yeah, everywhere.
To give you an idea, one of the customers I used to have that owned some rental property up and around Kentucky Lake, she had an Asian couple written from her. Their air conditioning unit went out, so she called the guy that works on that out there to kind of see what was wrong. Well, the air conditioning unit, the inside motor had burnt up. He goes through and he noticed that it is all of the filters are just absolutely caked in white dog hair.
Wow.
This lady had a Great Pyrenees and didn't
brush it, some bitch, or
didn't brush it, didn't bother to like if the hair just went up into the ducts, it just went up into the ducts. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
All right, you can take a Great Pyrenees, and if you were to brush it, you could probably make another dog out of it.
Yeah, you could probably use this hair to knit a fucking sweater.
You could line the inside of a coat.
Yeah,
it would be fine. And she had lived here, I'm thinking she said 6 months. It took 6 months worth of shedding. So there's probably approximately 40 dogs worth of hair.
Good Christ.
With throughout her air conditioning unit.
That's ridiculous. Doesn't surprise me at all. But...
and the thing about it is it happened twice while the woman lived there.
You mean... Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no. I'm renting to somebody. Okay, once I can see. Maybe you just didn't fucking know. Second time? Mm-mm.
Yeah, you can't claim ignorance twice. That's a little...
Not only... You're going to pay to have it fixed. Twice. You're paying for both of those times now.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, this is obviously because you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't want animals in the house... It's not like you said, the hair, that's one thing bugs the shit out of me. Cats, they got to fucking scratch every fucking thing. I mean, seriously, they will fuck. Yeah. You got some cloth? It's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just animals. They're living creatures. They shit and piss. And sometimes they don't like to hit the fucking box, you know? That's the part right there that just... No. I don't want to be mean to an animal. When you find yourself grabbing the cat and you want to spike him like a fucking football into a mountain of shit, face first, it's that part of your brain that's like, okay, dude, you got to back the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's your first monkey instinct. Yeah, is to thrash his ass.
Fuck, dude.
You're making me evil, cat.
And... I just don't want to deal with anything.
No, I don't even want to fish.
I have, yeah. That's why I told my folks,
yeah. Cleaning a fishbowl's pain in the ass. It stinks.
I don't want to look at a goldfish, dude. I don't want to look at I don't want a beta that you got one the plant on top that kind of just
fuck that
refilters itself. Like the beta feeds off the plant feeds off the beta.
Yeah,
I don't even want that. You know why? Because I don't want to fucking look at it.
The only way I want fish if it's in a catch-out pond out back. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. And then I want a pond so established I don't have to go out there and feed them.
And then I don't even want to worry about it after I catch the fish anyway. I just want to if there was a machine that automatically just turned into fish sticks or something.
There is. It's called a filleting knife, you lazy bastard.
See, there is this thing called the store.
Yeah.
And they have this guy in a giant yellow condom on the bucket. Mm-hmm. And you just you pop that shit in an oven and there you go. You got fish.
You just reminded me of something fucking ridiculous, dude. Now, the last I heard that this shit had got voted down. You're going to love this. California was trying to pass a fucking law. You know, they've already got the condom law for porno. You know,
yeah.
Yeah, all pornos filmed in California.
Because they had like an AIDS epidemic.
Well, yeah. But anyway, you know, I don't think you should force them to wear condoms. If they don't want to wear condoms, it's their fucking choice. You get a disease, it's your problem. It's free choice, dude.
It's free choice, but...
Well, hang on. It goes a step beyond that. It goes a step beyond. And this is a perfect example of the government, okay, with their, quote, good intentions, ramming shit or trying to ram shit down people's throats, okay? Speaking of porn. Anyway, they were trying to make it, I'm not fucking joking, that if you were filming a porn, not only did you have to wear condoms, you had to wear safety goggles. like fucking Tool Time, Tim the Tool Man Taylor.
I don't think so, Tim.
Safety goggles.
I don't think so, Tim. Well, did you hear about the law they tried to pass here in Tennessee about buying Viagra?
What?
You're not going to believe this.
Oh my!
Yet again, this is like this was a Democrat senator.
Okay, of course.
It was Democrat state senator.
Of course.
Who thought that, you know, we're trying to like push through some anti-abortion bills right now.
Okay.
So to kind of roust out Planned Parenthood and shit in our state.
Yeah.
Which we have the right to do that. It's our freedom of choice as a state.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go do whatever you want with your own body, but I don't think the state should be paying for it.
Yeah. Yeah. There was this female Democrat senator that proposed a bill to where to be able for men to take Viagra, they would have to get a doctor to consent.
Okay.
And they would have to swear on the Bible that they wouldn't use it except for with their wife in marital relations. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Of course, this bill was stricken down immediately.
And I wish that bitch got bounced. I really wish that the end of the article said, and she was thrown physically
out from the legislative building at Nashville.
Yeah, was thrown out like Jazzy Jeff out the back door.
Insert Wilhelm scream here.
Yeah.
And she got thrown over, and there's the Bill sitting there on Capitol Hill with his hands on his chin, like, do you really think I was on Schoolhouse Rock for a reason?
I'm a waste of paper and ink.
Oh, Lord. You see this little ribbon they put around me? The ribbon I put on my dick to get it hard. That's why I need Viagra. You ever tried to fuck another rolled up piece of paper?
I got paper cuts.
Back in my day, I used to fuck rolled up Playboys. Now you should see this shit that I'm dealt with. There's a used napkin that I've fucked so many times that it's stiffer than Bob Dole's dead arm.
It's like particle board. It's just, what the fuck do these people think, man? I mean, I think about, like, the Viagra thing's fucking ridiculous. The California thing. You imagine the kind of porn that would have been produced. I mean, now, I'm not saying that I haven't seen a porn.
With safety goggles on, yeah.
Where goggles were required. They needed to be in this fucking video.
Where goggles were the fetish. Like there's those videos that exist.
They probably do, yeah.
No, there's no probably there. No, there's one where they ended up taking the glasses part out of the goggles, and then they just went to town. It was like a kiddie pool. It was like a kiddie pool just right there on her eyes.
Oh.
The Japanese are fucking weird, dude.
Well, yeah, so she had like a fucking lake over her eye.
Over both eyes, yeah.
That's fucking disgusting. Oh. God
Well,
damn.
Of course I watched it to the end.
Oh, well, I'm sure you did.
And I was just like...
Oh my God. Oh, dude, there's a video you've got to go look up on eFucked. Okay? The video is fucking pretty gross. It's just some chick like fucking just digging in her fucking twat. I mean, just fisting the shit out of it. But what makes it funny is that you get to the very end of the video, right? And it's fucking Beavis and Butthead. They cut in the scene where they got fucking Stewart to download them some porn. She's like digging around, and all of a sudden it switches to them, and Beavis is like, whoa! Dude, trust me, it is, comedy-wise, it is fucking beautiful.
That reminds me of another thing that I need to get. Oh, Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, you got good luck. A lot of the shit that was released on DVD and crap like that.
They went ahead and like cut the shit out of it too. Because I bought season 1 like a while back, and I was hoping it would have Frog Baseball on it.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, if you want to see,
there's no special features anywhere.
You have to look at
those
like
DVDs.
Look it up all over the fucking internet where people recorded that shit on VHS.
Well,
way back in the day. That's
the thing about like 90s cartoons. Beavis and Butthead's not the only one that happened to.
Yeah.
Like it's episodes of Ren and Stimpy. Later on it was the Angry Beavers. The Angry Beavers,
Duckman got cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Tick was another one that they just fucking tore apart. Of course I mentioned Ren and Stimpy, but on Angry Beavers, there's a part to where one of the characters told the other characters to shut up in a Nickelodeon cartoon.
Yeah.
And the execs at Nickelodeon, like, oh yeah, it's fine for kids to want to go off after they've been stars with us and just fucking crazy, right? And be just whores all the time. That's fine to bring those people up. But you can't say shut up in a cartoon in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
So
that'll just warp their fragile little fucking minds.
So they cut this like part out and they replaced it with something completely different. And they had gotten, the Nickelodeon execs had gotten so pissed off at them by the end of their contract that they didn't even release the final show. Yeah. So all that exists is an audio of the two beavers bitching about being canceled. And like it's all like completely clean. Yeah. You can go and find it online. Like they even referenced the shut up bit and how stupid it was that it was even cut out.
Yeah.
But to be able to take away something from the fans and just destroying it is like the exact same thing of what Lucas said that he done to the original Prince of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make you any fucking better than these people.
Which, speaking of which, there is a fan thing that's come out. Somebody somewhere found a fucking like original, it's not the full 70 millimeter print, but they found a fucking primo quality 35 millimeter print.
And that's still over 4K.
Yeah, and then they went and digitized each and every fucking frame, and they have released it of like the original cut of fucking Star Wars. Just the best copy you can fucking get.
Yeah.
And dude, you look it up, and that goddamn download is fucking huge. Like, I can't remember what it was, like 20-something fucking gigs. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, but what I'd like to have an original cut that didn't even splash up the shit saying A New Hope and all that.
Yeah.
Which is another one. At what fucking point did this movie get known as A New Hope?
When it got... I actually heard this a little bit while back.
Well, it's just something I've noticed. You see it all the time being referenced, not as Star Wars, as A New Hope.
It was when the second movie got cleared.
Okay.
Lucas then went back even in the 70s.
Yeah, they re-released Star Wars like in 80, 81.
Yeah.
Before Empire come out.
Even back then, Lucas was making like little alterations to
fucking
it.
George, man, you know.
Like, and we didn't see this shit coming. We're like, oh yeah. We're like wearing the glasses like Stevie Wonder with like her cane. He'll do fine, dude.
Yeah.
Like the fucking shit for the trailer for the Phantom Menace. Oh, that one creature looks great. Oh shit. The CGI is so good. You know what he did to the other ones?
Yeah. We were so fucking stupid. We were so fucking stupid. Oh, God.
I just pretended that I was Stevie Wonder and beating around my house.
Yes. Wearing your booty hunter hat.
Wearing my booty hunter hat.
Which is his official podcasting hat.
Yeah, well, it's whenever I wear over the head headphones.
Gotcha.
Dude, it makes it like super comfortable to wear because normally it would start to hurt after a little while. Because like these don't have a padding on them on the top.
Gotcha.
And so it would dig into my scalp and I was just like, fuck. So
just wait a while and you'll be wearing your Jack Sparrow.
Oh yeah. Hopefully she can fucking nail one, dude. Because I would set up a PayPal account. I will overpay you $5.
Yeah, explain that story. What we're getting at.
All right, I have a buddy of mine from Australia who I think hopefully still listens to the show on our way back and forth to work.
That's a sad thought. They're listening to our ass on the way to work.
Yeah, we're to and from work.
That's so depressing.
but she's going to South Africa for like a week or two. And I talked to her last night because like I learned that I couldn't get the Jack Sparrow hat shipped to the U.S.
Yeah.
I went and I did like the currency conversion. I was like, fuck yeah, dude, that's only going to be like $12 for like the shipping and everything. I was like, because South Africa's fucking poor. No. So I went ahead and I had just all this shit to my car. And I was like, I am hood rich. And threw it all in there. And I was like, I'm gonna get me a fucking Sparrow hat. It's gonna be fucking awesome. And they're like, ship to nation, and all that was like able to be highlighted was South Africa. And I was like,
boo.
No. And I kept trying to click the other countries, and I was like, no, why? So I told her, I was like, if you're there and you can like order one, like I'll send you the link and shit. And like, I'll overpay you. I'll send you some money on PayPal. And like, just fucking buy it for me, please.
That's gonna be fucked up. You're gonna have to have it shipped from fucking South Africa to Australia, then to you.
Well, no, she's probably gonna like get it shipped to her while she's in South Africa.
Oh, gotcha.
Hang on to it till she gets back to Australia,
and then mail it. Yeah, I got a package one time from Australia. It was full of chocolate. That's some of the best fucking chocolate I ever had in my life. I mean, seriously, dude.
Was it like...
You ever get a chance to eat a fucking chocolate koala? Fucking jump at it.
Dude,
or a Freddy Frog.
There's a website online. There's websites everywhere online where you can get like snacks from different countries. And there for a while, I was thinking about getting a grab bag of like British stuff.
Yeah.
And I know, like, they have the...
Well, that's scary. British snacks. Yeah. The blandest of the bland snacks.
Actually, dude, Cadbury.
Well.
Cadbury.
Yeah. Never liked the cream eggs.
Really?
Never liked them.
Dude.
We used to stick firecrackers in them and blow them up.
I love cream eggs.
Never cared for them.
Well, I'm fat, so anything that's covered in chocolate. Like, oh, yeah, what's this? Dried tuberculosis blood chips. Oh yeah, it's delicious. Covered in chocolate.
That's right. Yeah. Oh god, it's fucking nasty.
Oh, you say this is a peeled skin off of Typhoid Mary's foot? Oh yeah, it's great.
Big box of leper scabs.
Just dip them in chocolate. It's delicious.
Oh my god.
Lunchbox is an intervention. We think you have a problem.
Oh my lord! If you ever get a chance, if you know, some people love gummy bears. I'm not.
I love gummy bears.
I'm not a gummy bear fan. Never have been.
Dude, it's like.
But if you get a chance to get, what's the name of that company?
Haribo.
Yeah, Haribo or whatever. Buy the version that they sell in Germany. I'm fucking serious, dude. The shit they sell here is like. It's got fucking corn syrup and all that shit in it.
The actual German ones are like...
Yeah, they're real.
They're sugar.
Dude, They're
so delicious, too.
I got a bag of them one time with a box of fucking moped parts. I ordered some shit from Germany.
Okay.
And, you know, they sent me a package of fucking gummy bears. It's all written in German, and I recognized the company name. And I handed them to my nephew. And he loves gummy bears. He popped them in his mouth. And the first one he popped in his mouth, he looked at me and he was like, oh my God, they're so good. I was like, what are you freaking out on? And he handed me one. Dude, why the hell is it American markets, we get shit. Our fucking candies, we're used to it. We don't know better.
Except for Reese's.
Well, still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like...
Overall, our candies and snacks are absolute crap compared to other countries.
There's a pretty much a cartel in between Nestle, Mars, and what's the other one? Hershey's.
Yeah.
To keep like candy bar prices like all the same thing, and you're like, there is a chocolate cartel.
Yeah.
On candy bar prices.
Well, there's an additive that we put in that helps break down the chocolate and the milk and all that. Yeah. I've heard other people from other countries saying it makes our chocolate just taste awful.
And a lot of people like give it shit, but dude, white chocolate's pretty raw. I love white chocolate.
Yeah, I do too.
And a lot of people are like, "Ew, white chocolate Reese's?"
Or the white chocolate's got those little cookie chunks in it.
Cookies and cream.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Just want to rub it all over my body.
I think when I was in high school, I bought like a concession stands box of those. Mm-hmm. Dude, like a week they were gone because it was just like, let me take off like 2 or 3 of these. And it's like I'm gonna eat this one slow. I just shoved the whole fucking thing in my mouth and like, oh, fuck.
And then just felt felt disgusted with yourself.
Fat and rubbed it on my face like war paint.
Had the dog come in and just lick it off. Like Bubbles with a cat where he was rubbing fucking...
Kitty, come, kitty.
He'd rub some cat food on his face.
I just rub some cat food on my cheeks, and you come through and I lick it off, and I like to feel a little sandpaper tongue. It tickles.
Yeah, speaking of which, my nephew, dude, he has the craziest idea, and I've mentioned it before, but I'd love to see this made. He has the craziest idea for a fucking video game. Mm-hmm. He is absolutely just, even for a kid, he's absolutely certain that this would be like the greatest game ever. A Trailer Park Boys video game. Sandbox style. His descriptions...
like a GTA...
Kinda, yeah.
Mod over...
And all the side missions that are just... when you first hear them, they're ridiculous as hell. But it's like, I don't know. You'd have to listen to the boy talk, sit and explain his ideas.
Dude, if they can do it with
mini games.
Simpsons?
He's talking about and have mini games.
Like hockey?
Yeah, like you get to play street hockey. You know, and then another one where there's a fucking, you're in the fucking roach coach, you know, that fucking burger wagon.
The shitmobile too.
Yeah, well, you gotta fucking serve out fucking food and shit. And he was going through all these different mini games that could be made. Like another one where you have to tend Ricky's garden.
Duh.
You know, and...
You gotta feed the kitties?
Yeah, you gotta help J-Rock make his fucking, his vodka drink. You know, and but the way he...
It would be like with those little mini games, you remember the classes in Bully?
Yeah.
Like that's what it would end up. The mini games would be like, and that.
Yeah, and like another one is that he said you get clues and stuff. You go up by peeping at like when certain missions are going to be available, or you want shit to go in a certain direction. You go maybe and peep through people's windows in their trailers to get extra info. And his idea was like one, you know. You get a bonus thing where you peep in Julian's trailer and you catch him dirty dancing. You know, like watching his fucking dirty dancing tape. And you later use that to get him to do something for you in the game. And that may be one of the special finds that you can find is you find his tape.
Also make there be like a fail system for people through people's windows.
Yeah, they catch you.
Like you're a perv! Yeah. Shit like that. That'd be extra funny.
And he was talking about like random events, like, you know, you'll be doing a mission, you're in the middle of it, and all of a sudden it's kind of a mini game thing where you have to duck and hide because here comes the fucking bottle kids. You know, and like you can get knocked the fuck out by the bottle kids. And he went down a list of shit, dude. Like have a Sam Squanch hunt. You know, where one time it's Steve French, the cougar.
Yeah.
You know, and the other time it's Sam, you know, the guy turned into the fucking caveman. Yeah. And he was just, dude, he kept coming up with them. And he had another idea. I was like, well, you know, you think there'd be only limited shit you could do. And he's like, there's 10 seasons in movies.
Yeah.
He said his idea was have the game, like the first game would be the first season or two. And he said, you've right there, you've got 5 to 10 games that you could release.
Or you do it like what South Park did, and you do it in a completely original script made by the same guy.
Yeah, but with all these touchbacks like South Park did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the different episodes. Because that, the Stick of Truth, and I can't wait for the Shattered But Whole.
Yeah.
Story-wise is just such a funny game.
Oh, yeah.
And like, even
now,
though...
controls are a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I really do hope they change that combat system around. So they just take out the timing thing, which I can understand that for crits.
Yeah.
But not for just regular hits itself.
Well, it just bugged me, the whole idea of an MMO, or not an MMO, but a RPG.
A turn-based RPG combat with...
Yeah, turn-based RPG combat with timed elements.
Yeah, and then there's...
it sucks.
There's like things that you have to do with other characters, and there's other like ways to do moves where it involves like rotating the joystick, which that is a mechanic that needs to go the fuck away.
Yeah.
Analog sticks on both the PS3 and on the Xbox, even though they were very responsive, they were very spot on for their shit. They're tiny.
Yeah.
They are fucking small. And WWE 2K16, with their submission system, they make it a cat and mouse game where one curved Pong paddle tries to overlay on top of the other curved Pong paddle. And if it's for too long, it doesn't matter what health that body part is at. You can tap out within seconds of the match starting.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
It's just bad mechanics.
Yeah, it's just bad. Like, I would much rather button mash.
Yeah.
Like for the way that wrestling game submission moves have been done forever, stop it.
Well, if you
stop
think about
changing it.
Button mashing, doesn't it actually kind of to match wrestling? When two guys they grab each other and they're trying to force each other down.
Yeah, button mashing.
That, you know what I mean? It's just endurance. You've got to try to keep that endurance up until you can make it happen.
Me and my buddies, we used to get blisters on the palms of our hands. Like if we played a submission match against each other, Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle, the two best submission wrestlers ever.
Yeah.
And then we would be like, all right, submission match.
Yeah.
And just like, all you would hear is like clicks of the buttons, and like whoever could withstand the pain pretty much. Because like our hands are already blistered.
Surprised you weren't like taping your hands up and shit so it wouldn't blister you.
Oh, God. Did you know? I think it was for the first Mario Party game.
Never cared for them. Never cared for them at all.
Nintendo had to offer people that bought Mario Party a glove.
Really?
For some of the mini games. Because there were people complained about the amount of blisters and how badly it hurt.
I remember playing it one time, and I have to admit, I haven't played it a lot. But when I played it that time, I was just like, yeah, fuck this.
I'd much rather play like Monopoly on... Like it's really weird to play Monopoly on a console.
Yeah.
But I would much rather play Monopoly on a console than I would Mario Party. Because like
I used to have Monopoly for like NES.
I did too.
Yeah.
It was like one of those things like, oh, it's so novel, you can play against the computer. I'm like, part of the reason why you play Monopoly with people is so that you can look them in the face when they fuck you over.
Exactly.
Like, you can't look a computer in the face when they fuck you over.
Yeah.
Like, what is it, gonna feel bad? No, it's just like programmed to win.
Oh, dude, you made me think. I got to think of the other shit. You used to play Jeopardy and all that, right? I saw one of the greatest Jeopardy clips ever. They asked this question, and I can try to remember what it was. It had something to do with defense, self-defense or something. And they asked the question, and it was like blank punch. All right? And this dude fucking rung in.
Dick punch.
No, he goes, donkey! and they was wrong, And
everybody, everyone at the Jeopardy thing's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Well, that's the thing, that none of the other contestants fucking picked up on it. Like, they didn't even touch on it at all. I know me, though, if I had been in that fucking crowd when they were filming it,
I would have, like, you had been dragged out by security on set. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been me, too. Like, holy fuck! You would be able to hear that, like, over Alex Trebek's, like, little microphone.
Holy fuck.
Just coming out from the audience.
Just hee-hawing.
Doubled over the little safety railing.
Just look it up, man.
Just, like, hard breathing, like...
Yeah, just look up Jeopardy Donkey Punch and...
Holy Lord.
Yeah, because the dude says it and there's that moment of his face like... Fuck.
That moment of clarity where it's just like, oh no.
Yeah. It's like the internet plays Jeopardy.
Well, like there's God. Family Feud, I know, is like the world's worst, like... Yeah, stupid answers kind of thing.
Yeah.
But there was one on Wheel of Fortune where, and this happened twice, right, with the same puzzle. Like sometimes, like they reuse puzzles.
Yeah.
A guy answers a bunch of pill pushers.
Yeah. I've seen that.
Dude, it had like
because the clue was like doctor or something like that.
Yeah. A medical thing, and it was like a bunch of pill pushers because like all the P's were like in the right place. I'm like, I would have said that too.
Well, I remember years ago, and it's a famous thing now. You know, they've shown like these weird clip shows. I can remember The Price is Right, and it's the one where the woman runs down the fucking aisle and her boobs jump like right out of her fucking tube top. And it's back when they used to play that shit live. Yeah.
So Bob Barker got an eye full of titty that morning.
This was like 70, God, they were like 79, early 80s, you know.
I see some titties!
Just big old black bouncy titties, you know, just right down the aisle. Yeah, I was a kid, and I can remember seeing it and like pointing at my grandmother like, Granny, did we really see that?
Titties on television.
Close your eyes, boy.
There's actually a legless comedian.
What?
Yeah, there's a legless comedian that on The Price is Right won a treadmill. Yep.
You know that was intentional. That was intentional. The guy working back behind the thing, he seen who the fucking contestant was, and he was like...
Treadmill.
He's like, fuck that. Bring up tomorrow's fucking prize. Bring it from the warehouse now.
Oh my god. I couldn't imagine, like... Because this is modern era Drew Carey shit that this happened on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I could not imagine like being Drew Carey standing there next to her being like, oh god. Because like, well, she was a good sport about it, of course, like being a comedian, like she knew how to like work it into her act and gave her a whole bunch of publicity.
Well, I'm sure, yeah, she's going to do 10 minutes on this shit for the rest of forever.
And I know Drew Carey being, yet again, another comedian.
Once again, this adds to his act, too.
Yeah, but that first initial reaction just had to be like a pit in the hole of like Drew Carey's poor little stomach of being like, oh, God, no. What did we do?
Too bad you weren't the fucking sound guy. You know, so you
I would have played a slide whistle.
No, that or just as soon as it happens, you just... You know that?
That meow.
Yeah.
Whenever they lose on Plinko.
Yeah.
Dude, like, they should make, and I think I've seen something similar to this somewhere, but like, Bloodsport, The Price is Right.
The Price is Wrong.
Like Plinko, you take like, you take your grandmother and you slide her down a thing, and then like
she falls down a chute, bouncing from peg to peg.
Yeah, like. Oh
my god! Oh, help me!
Like what if you had Squidbillies goes and The Price is Right, and then because I've been watching way too much of that lately.
Yeah,
I've
watched all of them, man.
Yeah, I've already worked my way through the 6th season within just like. I think I started last week Sunday.
Mm-hmm. So when's that shit coming back?
Squidbillies? I don't know. Like I don't have regular television.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't watch regular TV either, really. But
I just
wonder, you know.
I did the math the other day of what I'm paying for internet plus the I guess subscription services that I have. It's still I could probably get Hulu,
mm-hmm.
and it'd be the exact same with what I already have as it would for a full cable subscription that I would never watch like half of.
Yeah.
And I have started to see... I remember bitching last time about it. I never got back to it. This just popped in my head. About the PlayStation Plus subscription games.
Mm-hmm.
They have now started letting people that have PS Plus vote in between 3 games that they want to play. And like the ones with the highest votes, that's the one that they offer for free that month.
Just offer off goddamn 3 of them. If you've got 3 games that you're thinking about giving away, you're willing to give all 3 of these fucking games
and you
away.
know what? They're not doing away with what the initial problem is anyway. Of, like, I love indie games. Like, I will play on PC, like, over half my collection's indie games. I don't want to play the exact same indie games that I already have on PC on my PlayStation. And I know it's getting, like, that... It's getting Super Meat Boy onto a different platform. It's getting Retro City Rampage and Hotline Miami into a different platform. Of things that people have never seen before.
Yeah.
But stop giving me fucking indie games, and that's all you're offering me every fucking month.
Yeah. And it ain't like they don't have a huge fucking back catalog of old games that they can bring forward.
Give me like PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 classics.
Yeah.
Like give me like have an indie game and have like one of the classics game, and then like maybe push something else with a deep discount.
Yeah.
And that would be fine. Or like maybe one month you have like a AAA title that you can give away for free. Because this same time that people started bitching about PS Plus, Xbox was giving away Tomb Raider, Assassin's Creed, and something else. I don't like an indie title. But they were giving away 2 AAA titles and then an indie title to push upcoming releases on other things.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Fuck
not
you, dude.
They're not going to be losing money on this shit if it's a game that they're not putting out anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they were like, I remember when I first got PlayStation Plus on my PS3, and they were giving away I think it was like the first Infamous game, Little Big Planet, and something else, like in-house PlayStation titles, but still it's things that they're physical copies of that are really good games that maybe have dropped down to being like $19.99 with their like platinum hits or the greatest hits collection. Give me one of those every now and then.
Yeah.
Like I will, dude, for certain games, like most in my PlayStation 3 collection, I will wait 2, 3, 4, 6 years before I go out and buy and go to like the local fucking store here, pick it up for $8.
Yeah.
I have it in my collection. It's ready there when I get ready to play it. Boom, I'm done. It's the same way with like I keep a back catalog of like the PS Plus games. They're all purchased there. I have them all for free. But here lately, I haven't even been wanting to go out and get them like the free copies. A friend of mine told me to go and get Hell Drivers or whatever the fuck it is for this month because he wants to play it with me sometime. I'm like, bitch, we both have Battlefront.
Yeah.
And GTA 5.
Yeah.
And you want me to play this shit that I never heard of before.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Put on your Stormtrooper helmet. We're going to go out to Tatooine. And we're going to shoot some rebel scum in the face. Right?
Yeah. Well, I saw something. Dude, speaking, you had to bring it up again, Star Wars. I saw one of the coolest toys ever. I'm not big on the idea of drones. They piss me off and annoy the fuck out of me.
Is it an X-Wing?
No.
Oh.
Somebody took and made a speeder bike drone. No shit. They took some kit drone, took a Hasbro fucking speeder bike.
Just have it hover?
Yeah. And it fucking looks right. I mean, once it gets out away from you and you can't see the blades anymore, yeah, it looks like a fucking speeder bike zooming around.
Dude, they should have done that with... They could easily have done that with Luke's car.
Oh, yeah, the land speeder?
Yeah. With even one of the ones that had the 4 propellers on it. If you were just to mount it in the middle and like you said, get it further enough away from you and only fly like a foot or 2 above the ground.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But even then, to scale a foot or 2 for the land speeder would be super high. It'd be like 10 feet off the ground.
Yeah. But you didn't see it. It was beautiful. I mean, that it was the reproduction ones that they made like around 97.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he took one of them, gutted it out, and got the weight down on it. You know, so it looks fucking perfect. It's fucking beautiful. And that another guy I saw, it was just gumpy as shit, dude. I can't remember how many foot this fucking thing was. It's like goddamn 18 foot long. This guy made a fucking flying Star Destroyer. I'm not fucking playing, dude. They had to launch it with a truck. Like a big flatbed grain truck.
Was it like a big kite or like a big like remote control plane?
It was like a drone.
Oh, 18 foot of drone?
Or more. It's fucking huge. It was so big the guy built it and then had to cut it in two to get it out of his fucking garage. Yeah. And then had to like glue it back together. Dude, this fucking thing is enormous. And now he showed he fucks up and crashes it. But holy shit, this is a fucking flying Star Destroyer, you know?
But they say practical effects is dead.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've seen some other geniuses. They've got them now. They're making them where they're fucking TIE fighters and shit.
Dude, that would be the only exception to me ever getting like a little flying thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
a drone.
A little X-Wings and little TIE fighters fly around and be like, zoom!
Or a falcon.
Pachoo, pachoo.
Mm-hmm.
Little Slave 1 flying around. Shit. I would never take it out of the box. I know exactly what I'd do with it. I'd be like, and you go here, put my my Boba Fett box on top of it.
Well, they made another one, and this is beautiful, dude. It looks right. There's a video of the guy flying it like in the evening,
mm-hmm.
and you can't see the blades and shit. It is the fucking shuttlecraft. It lifts up off the ground and no shit raises its fucking wings. And like lowers them and can raise them and shit. It's crazy.
I want all of these things and I would be broke. And like, just from looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I went to that website, touching back to insanely richness.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the website, This Is Why I'm Broke. And I was talking to some of my Skype friends.
Mm-hmm.
While I was doing it, because we were trying to figure out like how much would it take for you if you won that much money to go broke.
Yeah,
like just by buying the same shit that you would now.
Mm-hmm. Go crazy, Brewster's Million style.
Yeah. I wouldn't even put a dent in it. Like
really?
If you were to buy everything on This Is Why I'm Broke,
mm-hmm.
you wouldn't put it in it. You'd be lucky to spend over $1 million.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, still, you know.
Brewster's Millions style.
That's what I'm thinking. Well, you remember that. I mean...
Yeah.
I think... I've always wondered about it. Could you actually do what Brewster did in that movie? Because he dumped, what was it, like $15 million or something?
And he had to spend it within like 24 hours?
No, it was like a month, I think.
$15 million in a month.
This is pre-internet, dude.
Yeah.
Pre-internet.
$15 million in a month.
Yeah, he had limits too, where he could only spend so much here, so much on this.
What I actually figured it out because I started doing a little bit of research on. I initially typed in "how to be rich."
Mm-hmm.
Without knowing the context would instantly take me like, make money fast, and I was like, no, like how do you like act rich? And they're like, well, you dress a certain way, and I'm like, no. How do people who are wealthy, I guess, spend their free time? Like you have all this money, you don't have to work anymore. What the fuck do you do, right? So
all right. Step one, to act like old money. All right, you must have at least. What? 10 generations of fringe inbreeding?
Yeah.
That's the first one. You know, you got 10 generations of fucking your second cousin.
You be Sir Bottom Tooth, right?
That's right. That's right.
But I was looking into this, and I knew what a concierge was.
Yeah.
I never knew that there were different types of concierge.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had no clue either.
Yeah, this is something completely fucking new to me.
Yeah.
I like within like 6 months, I'm gonna throw out this knowledge, hopefully, because I will never fucking need it.
Yeah.
Because I would like, even if I was insanely rich, I would never use these people in the history of ever, unless I was going. Well, even then, I could probably find someone who could hook me up with a bubble helicopter at one point.
Yeah, I don't need to hire a toady.
Yeah, you know? I don't need to hire someone that will help me spend my money. I think I have enough friends that'll help me do that as it was.
Mm-hmm.
I looked into it. You can get a concierge that has certain connections within certain businesses, so you're able to do certain exclusive things.
Gotcha.
A guy actually got to sit. He hired a concierge for this. They don't give the amount of money that this guy fucking paid for this, but him and his dying father got to sit on the Green Monster at fucking the Sox Stadium, the Red Sox Stadium.
Yeah.
There was like, you had to get another guy to help you do that shit, and you don't give the amount of money that costs.
No, you don't. That's the thing. Why did he have to have another guy to help him, quote unquote?
Yeah, what couldn't you have called Boston Stadium? And
yeah, you're like Mr. Moneybags. You go down there with your big sack full of cash. You know, I guarantee you can talk your way through the door and get up to the boss's office with a big enough sack of cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
you'll be throwing it out like fucking rose petals at the queen's feet. You know what I mean? Just fucking hundreds in front of you.
That made me think of something that I saw. This is why I broke. Mm-hmm. It's a money shooter.
Money shooter.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
It's one of those things that's supposed to be made to make it rain in strip clubs. If you put a bundle of $100 bills in there and went to a strip club and just like went fucking crazy with your money shooter, just blew $10,000 at once, you still wouldn't go broke in like the amount of time that it would need to be able to spend that much goddamn money.
What lazy motherfucker? What lazy rich motherfucker can't figure out how to make it rain?
Well, I could figure it out.
I'm sure.
But you know how fucking funny, like you know my sense of humor.
Well, you're gonna bump your concierge or whatever and go, shower the woman.
No. I wouldn't even...
And he's over there fucking throwing the money for you.
No, I wouldn't have even done that. What I would have done is I would have gone to the strip club with two of them, right?
Uh-huh.
I would open up the door. I would have had like the They Live sunglasses on, and I'd be like, I have came here to fuck sluts and chew bubblegum, and I am all out of bubblegum, and just like shoot money everywhere, and like have people be like, what the fuck is going on?
And the was it the soundtrack in the backgrounds? Shot,
yeah.
shot.
All right. On the, I guess the video game front, mm-hmm. I've been doing this weird shit here lately where I have to buckle down to a single game and only play it when I play a video game.
Yeah.
Or else it just won't get done.
Yeah.
And I think it was 2 weeks back, I kind of got into the notion that I thought that Mad Max game for PS4 that I've been playing hadn't had like a major storyline running throughout it. Yeah. Which there is like the mission to like go and destroy Gastown, you know, a lot of the fun shit story plot thing. Yeah. I've just been going around taking bases and killing dudes, driving cars and smashing shit, boosting stuff and blowing things up, and you know. But
well, I'm sure there's just as much story in that game as there was that last movie. Yeah.
I just started to pick up on... I'd been trying to spend, which is... It took me about 45 hours to beat Fallout 4, and I took my time with it.
Yeah.
I've already in this game 15 hours, and I'm learning how much of the surface that I decided not to scratch off when I got into the game.
Really?
Because I'm apparently... I've grinded and I didn't know. That's how Clue Japan. That's how you make a fucking RPG. You grind and you make it not feel like grinding, you fucks.
Yeah.
That's what you get, MMOs. God damn it, Blizzard. Why did I fucking spend 6 years of my goddamn life playing that fucking game, dicks?
6 years in the forest killing boars.
Yeah, 6 years. They did it a weekend, dude. I did it for 6 years. Okay? That's a prison sentence.
Fuck that.
All right?
Fuck that.
I don't know if I ever told the story of when I used to have cravings to go back and play World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
It is pretty much like kicking smoking when you get off the fucking orc dick, right?
Kick.
Yeah. And I went back and played for the last expansion that came out. I think I don't even remember what it was. Iron Horde. I don't remember what the fuck it's called even.
Yeah. It's called another $20. That's what it is.
No, it's another $60.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Just a big
monthly subscription.
Oh yeah, another $15 a month.
Which you ought to do the math on that. How much do you fucking spend in 6 years?
6 years, 15. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, I don't even want to think about it. I had fun while it lasted. I consider it to be as my beer habit.
Yeah.
That was before I had beer. It was World of Warcraft. So there you go. But I went back and played, and I got my character from level 90 to 100,
mm-hmm.
and then I was like, oh yay, the game can finally begin. And they had pretty much made it.
Mm-hmm.
They took it from being a metal erector set, right? Mm-hmm. Like that complicated, something you actually have to think about when you build it. But it's still doable. Yeah. Like if you have the instructions, you can still do it.
Yeah, Mechano for you Brits out there.
And then they kind of moved it on to connects. It was a little bit easier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there was no screwing bits together. It was just kind of snaps.
Yeah, I didn't like
together.
connects because that was too fucking simple.
And then
I was an erector set kid.
And then they, with Mr. Pandaria, they made it Legos, mm-hmm. which you can pretty much just build anything with Legos, but difficulty-wise,
yeah,
it's not that hard.
Yeah.
The game is supposed to have some difficulty after you hit max level. You're supposed to start having to do a certain grind
mm-hmm.
to be able to get the shit that you need to be able to be viable within the first stages of raiding. Mm-hmm. So then you can get gear, so you can then get better gear, so then you can get better gear, and that is the vicious cycle.
Yeah.
The giving you a little bit, giving you a little taste,
yeah.
so you keep on coming back.
Yeah.
Then they made it the Megalo blocks.
And Duplo.
The Duplos of gaming.
Yeah.
Where, you don't need to grind anymore. We're gonna make this dude go out and do your shit for you.
Yeah.
What? I liked going through, in Mr. Pandaria, there's a thing where every day, based on your professions,
mm-hmm.
you'd go back to the same plot and you would plant seeds for certain crops that are related to your profession.
Mm-hmm.
There were some plots that you used to go ahead and do shit for your cooking, and it was a little bit of an interesting system, and it was a way to keep your resources steady so you didn't have to go out and constantly kill things, but if you ever wanted to do something over the top or make a whole bunch of things at once,
mm-hmm.
you still had to go out there and kill, right?
Yeah.
Actually play the fucking game.
Yeah.
Get on a set schedule, right? Well, they completely took out the professions leveling system
mm-hmm.
and made it, you can make everything at level 1.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man.
This is all right.
I never could get into that fucking game. I've watched people play it. I've watched you play it. Just fuck that.
The only way that I can watch anything WoW related now
mm-hmm.
is when they have the arena tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I watch dudes just sit there and they're so bad, and they don't realize they're so bad because I played in a guild
mm-hmm.
that people were getting paid to play the fucking game.
Yeah.
Right? I wasn't a part of those people that getting fucking paid to do it.
Yeah.
But when it came to like going through and getting the new shit, I had it within a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And like that made the game fucking easy because you have a guy that's doing 4 times the amount of damage you're doing just because he's that fucking good, right? You have everything within a matter of a month, and you're just like, I have no reason to play anymore. Thanks, guys. See you later. Cool. I am the most powerful I will ever be. Awesome. Sweet. I'm done. Game beaten. Right?
Yeah.
And then you turn around and you're like, let's go ahead and let's hold your hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Call of Duty, we know. We will ram a tutorial down your throat the entire time. Battlefield, Hardline. I can't even get through the fucking first 3 missions because the tutorial makes me want to punch a baby. Like there's some games where after a certain point, you're like, Aaron, I know you don't like Aaron, but Aaron said this perfectly on like sequelitis with later on like Mega Man games and shit. Like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
With tutorials, like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you should be able to bypass that shit.
You like the fucking starting mission of goddamn Skyrim. Mm-hmm. Like, I wanted to get into that game so badly, but this only happens with PC games. Well, it does happen with console games, but I eventually broke myself of that habit, like I was just mentioning, of where I will play a game for a certain amount of time, and then I'll break off for it, and I'll do something else, and then when I come back for it, I don't really remember what I was doing in it.
Yeah.
I need to start all over again. And with an RPG, I feel like with all games, I feel like I should just be able to jump right back into it. And I was able to with Mad Max because, first off, I didn't get that hard. And the first couple of quests or missions in it are kind of fun.
Yeah.
Maybe this is just a Bethesda thing. I know I'm not going to, like, fucking restart over my Fallout 4 game. Like, I know how to play that. I beat it. Yeah. If the DLC comes out, I'll take like an hour or two, learn how to shoot again, like so I can actually start hitting stuff again.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be like this long fucking drawn out process of like, oh yes, look at the cinematics, everything is so pretty. Holy shit, that's a dragon. Choose what your character looks like.
Okay. Just get to the fucking game, you know?
Well, just fucking throw me in character creation screen.
Yeah.
And then teleport me past all the horse shit in the beginning to where I'm outside of the first initial cave with that fucking Nord asshole, and then let me fucking run about my way.
Yeah,
right?
I'll figure it the fuck out.
Like, as soon as you play it through once, like every playthrough after that, no matter like if you beat the fucking game or not, you should be able to skip that first 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. This is 30 minutes of my life that I have to trudge through yet a fucking again. Making it like there's a couple of choices that you can be made through there. Mm-hmm. Making a drop down menu. Oh, do you go with this guy or do you go with this guy? Fucking spoilers for a 6-year-old game. Go fuck yourself. But yeah, you want to make it feel like an important part of the story. I've already seen this part of the story like 1,000 times.
Yeah,
it's like rewatching a movie like over and over again, and you can't skip the title credits.
Yeah.
Like with the movie Scarface, right? Mm-hmm. Of course, it's interesting. I watched it all the way through anyway.
Yeah, I've watched it a fucking 100 times.
Yeah. But it has that like first initial roll where the credits are super long, or like with like if you get the theatrical release of Spartacus, it has the introduction score.
Yeah.
Right? I've seen Spartacus probably yet again 100 fucking times. Easily. Mm-hmm. You can skip the introduction score.
Yeah.
Why can't you do it in a fucking video game? Shit! It's the same stuff over and over. Come on. The only thing that makes any sort of difference is how you play the game after that initial point. You're not even your character yet. And you know what? Skyrim and Bethesda aren't even the fucking only ones that do it. It's every fucking game that has a long solo story. Just fucking get to it. It makes me so pissed because I want to go back and like play. Like I really want to get into Skyrim.
Yeah,
I really want to play that game. I keep listening to people talk about like fucking playing it all the time. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to play it because I know I have to go through that fucking 30-minute thing through the beginning of it again. I'm like, son of a fucking bitch.
Once again, that was another one of them games. I watched people play it, and I was just kind of, I don't know. You know me, I'm picky as fuck.
Yeah, I know.
I am so fucking picky.
Because you don't want to waste your time.
No.
Like I can understand that completely, and that's why I don't want to play. It's 30 minutes. It's probably like 30 to 45 minutes.
Now hang on, we could play devil's advocate here and say, well, it's just 30 minutes, man. What are you raging about? Dude, it's just 30 minutes.
Do you know like how much like people bitching about like it's only 30 minutes. I'm like, well, a television show is 21. Mm-hmm. If you want to get down to the brass tacks of it. It's 21 minutes. An episode of the Squidbillies is 11.
Yeah.
Everything within our little box here is quick consumption.
Yeah.
Right? With a video game, I want to be able to drop in, drop out of it whenever I want to.
Yeah.
Long online matches, like with Battlefront, one of those might take like a Walker Assault might take like 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You can't stop and put it down during this first 30-minute time. And I have a problem with any fucking game that you can't put down within any modern video game.
Yeah.
Like NES, I understand why you can't put that fucking game down because the technology wasn't there. Like you couldn't save, all right?
It's like it sounds like those fucking the cut scenes, in between levels and shit for like Metal Gear.
Yeah.
That went on and on.
Like I get it, Kojima. I get it. I get it. Okay. Yes, plug my controller into slot 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you even do that anymore? Like you can't physically do that anymore.
I don't know.
Plug your controller into slot 2. I haven't had a new video game console that has required a cord to be into the console since 4 years ago?
Yeah.
5 years ago?
Hell, I don't know.
That's so fucking stupid. And like the more I keep on thinking about that Skyrim thing, the more it pisses me off because I want to play it.
Yeah.
I want to play it because I like the character that I have. I would have no memory of what I was doing or what quest I was on. I can go back through and read it, but I'm like, nah, this just doesn't feel like me. Like,
I don't know. Man, I ain't been playing many games of late at all. I mean, I've been playing a few, and like I played Minecraft for a while just because, it's fucking Minecraft.
Everyone has to play it.
You come back to it. You keep coming back to it. You'll leave it and then come back, play for 20 minutes.
It'll be...
But
I think it was like years in between the time when I last played Tekken and the last time I showed you with playing Tekken.
Yeah.
So...
Well, what I'm getting at, though, is I've been playing, like, when it comes to the games, a lot of Flash games. And I ain't talking about, like, these really stupid ones. There's some good games.
Just, like
I mentioned earlier, things like Solar Max.
Mm-hmm.
Solar Max, it's stupid. It's just one of those randomly, you got so many planets and you're sending so many forces to each one trying to beat, like, I don't know, it's a gold rush. You try to get all the planets for everybody else. And
it's like,
it's one of those games where you can turn your fucking mind off and just play it.
Well,
but the second Solar Max, though, has some of the best music I've ever heard in a fucking game. It's crazy how good that music is.
Yeah. You remember that one, like, Galaxy trading game that you gave my dad?
Oh, yeah.
That is literally the perfect game for him.
Space Trader.
You know why that's the perfect game for him? It is Spreadsheet the game, and my dad will do spreadsheets in his spare time.
Well, I've got a version of it for Android. Yeah, somebody ported it over.
I should find a way to move it from his desktop over to his like Windows tablet for him, so he can just sit there and like spreadsheet the game while he was like doing something on his laptop.
Yeah, if he's still got the installs, I bet he could do it.
Probably.
Yeah. Hell, they've got Android emulators. I could give him the Android version I got, and
which like The game I've been playing the most here lately hasn't even been Mad Max. It's been Fallout Shelter. And yet again, there is the fucking small-time currency system. It's like, oh yeah, you can buy these things for so much money. And I'm like, looking at it, I'm like, no, or I can just do the challenges to get them for free. Even though it takes longer, I just do the fucking challenges to get them for free. Yeah, why would I want to give $10 for things in a virtual
I'm not spending it. I don't need to buy any can of bucks.
Yeah. But I've been having a lot of fun with that. And by a lot of fun, I mean, I've been having a lot of fun tapping on my screen every now and then and like looking at it. Well, it's a lot of fun because it's like The Sims without having to be involved. like, oh, you're just trying to make sure this place is self-sufficient. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, so it's like micro SimCity. I can do that.
Well, there's like, there's some of that shit I've played and I can't remember the name of the game, but there's like 2 of them. And it's a pretty long game. But it's all like a town that's been took over by zombies and shit. Zombie apocalypse kind of crap. Yeah. And you've just got to create a fortified area and keep trying to expand it across the city. Wipe out the zombies. Stupid, simple as shit game. It's good for a playthrough at least once. Yeah. After you beat it that one time, you'll never coming back to it. But
that's about how a bunch of like Flash and Android games are. Like with at least with the what they do with a lot of Android games is make it perpetual. Like you can keep on going and going and going. But even though
some of the games are lacking, they kind of piss me off. Like I was telling you earlier about was it Royal Warfare, Royal Squad, these 2 different ones. I kind of like those games. Yeah. It has, like you said, a grind where you have to update your fucking units and all that. And it's a cool, interesting game. It's goofy and simple as hell. But there's actually a point where, like, fuck, I beat the game. Yeah. There's not enough here. Give me another 20 levels.
Yeah, it's like in Fallout Shelter. I think it's pretty much you beat the game when you have one of every room. Mm-hmm. And you can just sit there and, like, you won't run out of food, water, or power. Yeah. And it's like, oh, yeah, you can continue expanding and add more residents to it. And I'm like, yeah, why? Like, because I'm looking at it now, I'm like, I'm never going to do that.
Well, sounds like you ought to check it out. They've got versions that don't rely on, like, what is it they used to call it, the ACI art. Art that was based on, like, letters and shit. Mm-hmm. They've got modern ones that are graphic type.
GUI, yeah.
Yeah, you ought to try, like, Dwarf Fortress. It's the same kind of game you're talking about, man.
I've actually here recently started looking into it. Mm-hmm. I don't want to.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking open-ended.
Well, like, the open-endedness doesn't bother me. Mm-hmm. I don't have the time, man. like I looked at it and I was like, I just don't have the time. Like yeah. I even right now, I probably played Mad Max for 2 or 3 hours today, and I'm thinking, I was like, I just wasted 2 or 3 hours. I had nothing better to do, and I was like, it's fun. I need to waste some time.
Beats jerking off, I guess.
Beats adding blisters to my penis.
My poor shriveled blistered penis.
I call it blister dick.
Blister dick.
Blister dick. Comes out of a blister pack.
Ew.
Yeah.
A detachable penis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just screws on and off. Mm-hmm. I keep it in my fridge. That's how it remains freshest the longest.
You go to the store and buy a 10-pound bag of dicks.
No, I have to upgrade now.
Oh, yeah?
I have to get the economy size bag of dicks. Yeah. It comes in like the burlap sack.
Do you know they make a gummy thing?
That's dicks, yeah.
I swear to God, it's called bag of dicks. Yeah.
You can eat a bag of dicks.
Ugh.
Dude, I would pass those out. Like I was saying, let me get money earlier.
Yeah.
I was just like, here, eat a bag of dicks. Here you go. I would do that in movie theaters, too. I would stand outside, like, whatever Transformers or Fast and Furious release there was, and I would, like, give
everybody that liked it when they come walking out.
No, I'd give it to, like, you're paid to go see, you paid for a bag of dicks, here's a bag of dicks.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Once again, we fucking devolved into dick jokes. I think it's time to end this one.
I didn't notice that until you said so. Oh, wait. Yeah, we did. Oh, shit.
So there you go, folks. There's your dick jokes for the week.
Yay.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Dick jokes.
Yeah.
All right. So, this has been another fine Picklestick production of the Generation Gap podcast. I've been Lunchbox.
I'm Gleek.
And see you next time.
We always devolve into dick jokes.